people. Que pasa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called When Man a Plan, God a Wipe Out. I am speaking about an incident that occurred off Orange Street about 24 to 48 hours ago at about 10 a.m. in the morning. It seems as if a group of GUNMEN got an order to do a hit. A hit that was done on a man called Craig Johnson, OC Big Head. They went on the mission in some sorts of blue Toyota Vitz, one of them little car there. However, them complete the mission. In their bid to escape, it seems as if by bad fortune, coincidence, there were some po-po on Orange Street at a business establishment known as Tranquility Funeral Home. The po-po were there conducting business separate from this, and them hear all sorts of loud clapping sound. The po-po them a say, then hold on a minute. The sound, the kind of sound familiar. It sounds like somebody is out there up to no good. Po-po them put up them antenna, run out. When them look, guess what them go see? Now the same vehicle with the gunmen, 2 or 3 of them, it is conflicted. Po-po jumping off of them vehicle, start chase. While they were chasing, it seems as if they were also blazing up all sorts of can at these vehicles. Vice versa, based on what the po-po report says, conflicting some sorts of SHOOT out. You know the cliche script. We came under immense FIRE. We took defensive mode and we returned said FIRE. Now people, you and I know that whenever there's any sorts of chase by the po-po, any sorts of SHOOTO, po-po versus the bad guys, the bad guys usually get the SHITTY end of the stick. It seems as if the driver of that vehicle, be it a little Fitz, don't know what the po-po was driving, but obviously the po-po gained momentum. The po-po was gaining on them. They had them at a bird's eye view and pretty much pick on them, meaning start SPIT, all sorts of can pon them. It seems as if they got hit up, specifically the driver. It seems as if him get nervous. It seems as if when he was pressing pedal to the metal, him kinda get bummy, him knee them get weak. And it seems as if he might have gotten hit in some sorts of vital area, vital organ. He lost control and he crashed into the wall of the York Park fire station. Of course, needless to say, the po-po then blaze up some more corn just for surety. Call it insurance, DEATH, insurance, just to make sure. After the SMOKE cleared, one man looked like the driver. He was DEAD on the spot. He had some sorts of straw in his mouth. Looked like when he went on the prior mission to take away Big Head, he was just chilling, chewing on his straw, no say everything okay. Mission complete. However, he did not expect the unexpected. He was not looking out for the bad guys or the good guys, which would be the po-po. So therefore, him DEAD on the spots. When the fire brigade people hear the commotion outside and come outside and see some sorts of vehicle, look like some sorts of harmonica in the perimeter wall of the thing. Them running for the jaws of life. However, the jaws of life could not save the DEAD. So therefore, they rendered assistance because that is what was in the protocol. So therefore, them get some sorts of what I call the turtle assistance, meaning that, make it look so bad. However, you and I know that they were not in any sorts of urgency to save any sorts of life. So they used those jaws and they took out the man. Like me say, the driver was pretty much gone. Then the passenger in which them pull out of the vehicle, he was pretty much gasping for breath. You know when you watch some sorts of perch or some sorts of fish in the fish tank and you see them mouth move and peer bubbles, only that bubble was formed by BLOOD. He was pretty much gone. Based on what they said, the men were turtle rushed again to the KPH, which would be the Kingston Public Hospital. However, it was going to be inevitable that they were pronounced like some sorts of countryman in a moko that got Jamal. Did not sound very good. Pronounced DEAD. Now, people, there are conflicting reports that there was a third individual. That third individual was seen whenever the car end up in the wall, him jump out and run. However, people, based on the impact of that vehicle, I doubt that that is true. So therefore, that is conflicting. If he was, or an individual was actually in the vehicle, I am sure that wherever that individual was, he is going to rethink whenever he goes on any sorts of mission again. Not going to say it is going to be a transformational incident that caused him to become a good guy, because more than likely, most of these lowlife have no sorts of intention, aspirations of doing any sorts of good, picking up any sorts of 9 to 5, learning any sorts of trade. But me just say, I am sure that the next time he goes on any sorts of mission, he would know that just when you think that it is peace and safety, it is a sudden destruction. Now, people, I have maybe about 8 or 9 pictures, videos from different angles. None of those pictures or videos look very good. However, if you want those pictures or video, you could send me a text through WhatsApp, not regular WhatsApp. Send your name. You want to join my group. You want the SHOOTING on Orange Street incident. Do not video call. Do not call me. And people, even though you've heard me say this on a million occasions, they still do call, voice call, video call. Me no know, it seems as if them fully done. Now, the reason why I want this video to go out there specifically is for the other young men that are out there with aspirations of being criminals. However, I more want the family member, the girlfriend, the mother, the matey, whomever is getting proceeds of this crime, whomever sent out these people to look. It is going to be like a crystal ball for the other criminal aspirants to know that, listen, should in case you want to take up this type of lifestyle, this is going to be what happens to you. If you are lucky, you end up in the big yard. Remember, it is called Fresh 15. If them hold you with a toll, it is 15 mandatory. Additional for your action, meaning that if you go upon robbery, if you go take out anybody upon any sorts of hit, there is an additional. That means that it is going to be superseded. So therefore, think wisely. Matey, mothers, when you grow up your son or your daughter and you do not do what you're supposed to do, not making any sorts of excuse for these criminal elements, this is what happens to them. So therefore, I want all of you to see when this man was gasping on his last breath. When this man was not rendered any sorts of assistance, yes, like I said before, the fire brigade came and they took him out of the vehicle and they put him on the side. There was no sorts of emergency vehicle. There was no sorts of emergency. Nobody was trying to get his life saved in any sorts of urgency, because the fact is that he definitely did not deserve it. He ended up exactly where he is supposed to be destined for. Destination Doom, meaning DEAD, house. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, continuing on the theme of man a plan evil, God a wipe out. Well, in this case, again, the popo a take them out. The popo doing its job, they are serving up DEAT certificates and they are solving crime, getting some bad people off of the road. There's a young man, he is from Spanish Town, he is a vendor, he travels all over the place. However, on this specific day, he was in Mandeville at some sorts of markets. Him and a lady that he knows had some sorts of verbal altercation. He decided that, well, instead of set up my business, me I go put on my bag, me I go purchase a knife, me I go put on a ski mask, and me I go serve some sorts of sauce upon this lady. It is said that he stabbed this lady in the head. However, like always, or coincidentally like the first occasion, the popo just happened to be on the spot out the commotion, and rendered justice. I am going to let the witnesses, vendors at the place, explain what happened, explain the type of character this person was and why he ended up in the place that he definitely deserved to be. Take a listen, take a look.
And Jordan then call him Fatta, and he sell a market from Wochi to Mandeville, St. Anne's Days away. Everybody know him. He is a troublemaker.
So hold on. You said that he stabbed somebody. You know that person too?
Yes, I'm a neighbor. I'm a neighbor and stab the whole of we come from one place. Him come from Janto, we come from Taspen. And when he drink rum, he make problem. Troublemaker. The girl down there, so he did it one time in Heat, you know. So you have to go call him. He will give a good statement.
So he was a vendor as well?
Yes.
For himself?
Clothes. Clothes himself.
So which part of him clothes here in a Mandeville?
He up a market. He put on him bag up a market and run, go buy a knife and come stab up the woman. If the policeman was not there, the woman would have dead on his spot to like him. Right in her head, him stab the woman with a long knife. If the policeman never come on the scene quick as possible, the woman dead. He is a wicked boy and a woman we know.
Man, what condition was he in?
Oh, he looked peaceful.
Peaceful? Like he died?
They say when the yellow tape is there, it means he dead. But he gapped.
Oh, it was serious?
Wow, yes. But I didn't know one shot could kill you. But to the police, defense. I think it was defense, Papa.
Alright, thanks.
So next time, drop it. And if you drop it, you may survive.
Now, people, it seems as if Fatta just dark naturally. However, he was also under the influence. So therefore, you know, so when you're evil and then you pick up the J-Ray and him nephew, it is going to be double jeopardy. In this case, the people am kind of glad to get rid of him because Fatta is a troublemaker. Fatta is known all over the place. Him always in all sorts of contention with everybody. People, remember the saying, every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom are going to fall out. And it fell out. Fell. It drop out for Fatta. And you hear the lady say, listen, when the popo tell you, drop the knife, that is all that you are supposed to do. However, it seems as if when the devil is in your head and it is telling you one thing, you cannot make a decision. So therefore, the popo had to make a decision in urgency. They decide to take you out for trying to take away that lady who is a friend and ex-vendor that could not have defended herself. So therefore, the defenders of the universe, meaning the JCF, they stepped in. And a very important piece of information for those of you that are out there that want to be involved in crime. You do not want to be on the bad side of that yellow tape. Whenever you are in the inside of the yellow tape, if you are not the popo or the paramedics, more than likely you are going to be DEAD. So therefore, try to be on the other side, meaning of the yellow tape. Try to be on the good side of law enforcement or law, or else you're going to end up in a place to live where people that once live now lives. Get the point? DEAD house. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.